So now that you decided you want one of our bed racks, you need to determine if you want our cab height or our standard height. Our standard height is 19.5 inches from the underside of the rail to the top of the rack. And our cab height is 25 inches from the underside of the rail to the top of the rack. So you might need to pick one of those heights based on what your tent is. If your tent is really big and overhangs your cab, you might need that cab height option. But if you want to keep things low, the standard height option would be best for you. With both of these options, you can do nutshells, you can do storage panels, you can do front runner table mounts, you can do our Maxtrax box mounts where they'll mount underneath the rack and deploy easily out the rear. After we decide which height you need, then the next decision would be how you want the side of that rack to be built out. Over here, you can see we've added an intermediate upright, and that allows you to kind of compartmentalize. It lets you put a medium-sized box and a small-sized box. But some of our customers would prefer one big box, and in that case, you can't do it with the intermediate upright. So we opt for this style where that side is wide open. That allows you to put the big box in. It doesn't allow you to do the small ones, big one only, so you need to make sure that that's the decision you want. With all of our racks, we have a lot of different lighting options. This one you can see is our deluxe light package. It has some floodlights mounted to these welded gussets. We have marker clearance lights, and we have rear on the back and amber up front. And that does a couple things. It lets you see if you're backing into a hole or into the woods. It lets you know where the corner of your rack is, so you're not going to hit a limb or something like that. Here we have a CHMSL that's tied into the factory wiring. And then on the back side of that, we have some cargo light options that shine down into the bed. And those are on a rocker switch, so you could do amber or white. So depending on the situation, the amber is easier on the eyes. It's a little easier on bugs, but you can switch that if you need some good brightness. So over here, you can see one of those medium-sized boxes next to a smaller box. All of our boxes, regardless of size, they're all 1/8 inch aluminum. They're fully welded, they're powder coated. All of our hardware is a compression latch. Draws it in against this gasket that we have around all the sides of the door. Inside the box, we have a rubber mat, so that kind of keeps things from sliding around a little bit, kind of protects that powder coat finish. It also lets you just dump out the dirt. And then on the back of all of our boxes is a tap channel. There's 2 tap channels, and it allows you to mount accessories like a molly panel or a divider. We have like a propane thing that holds 1-pound propane bottles. So we have a couple different things in there, but the dividers are nice because you can take that big box and then you can still compartmentalize it. There's enough gap on top, so if you want to put like a long fishing pole, it stores on top with that 50-inch length. For increased airflow, we have louvered vents on the back of all these boxes. Here you can see one of our awning mounts. This is 1/4-inch aluminum. It's bent, fully welded, nice and strong. We have a couple different height and offset options for that. So if you had like an I-camper tent where it's hard-sided and it folds off to the side, you need a bigger offset awning bracket. But if you need to make sure your awning's tall enough that it clears your doors so you can open your doors with your awning deployed, you might need the taller version. Over here, you can see one of our side gear mounting arms. It's the same construction method as our awning brackets. It's 1/4-inch aluminum, fully welded. So those are also nice and strong. This would allow you to maybe mount a kayak to the side of your truck or maybe a bicycle. But it gives you a nice, good surface to mount things like that. Instead of up on top or in the bed, maybe you don't have room for that. So this is an option for more mounting. Here you can see one of our UMPs. It's our universal mounting plate. This one, most of them are pre-drilled for Rotopax, so you could do it in a vertical or horizontal configuration. We have molly versions of this where it's all molly cut and you could strap bags and stuff to that. We will be having some Milwaukee pack out options coming soon. So you can click those on, take them off, just like the pack out. So here you can see one of our large nutshells, and same thing, it's on gas struts, compression latches, and it has the same mounted extrusion to the back wall, rubber mat, ventilation, all that. With these racks, there can be a lot of different options and configurations. So if you want help deciding what's best for you, what's best gonna work for you, give us a call or look us up at nuthouseindustries.com.